You think you're doing a good thing thinking you're going to sell your property on your own? I'm going to give you 3 of the biggest mistakes I see for sale by owners make every single time I have a conversation with them when they're selling their own property. Hi, I'm Jackie Othen here, your Toronto Realtor, and if you're looking to stay on top of the latest and greatest in real estate information, you want to hit the subscribe button down below, and remember, turn that bell on for notifications so you never miss an update from the team. Here's the first mistake. When you were asked by a realtor representing a client or another buyer why you are selling, you got to have a great story other than, well, we bought a house in blah, blah, blah. That is not something you want to disclose to buyers because right away you've given away your motivation, particularly if you've already bought a place. Then the buyer and the agent knows you bought a place and they know that they're going to go for the throat when they're negotiating. So you don't want to get into that. Make something up. We're downsizing. We're going up to the cottage. We're retiring. We're moving in with our parents. Whatever. Find something better than disclosing your real motivation. Second tip I've got for you is if you're being asked if you've seen any other offers and what those offers were like, you don't want to tell people that you've had lowballs if in fact you've had lowballs. You certainly don't want to disclose the prices of any other offers you have. And I know this sounds like obvious advice, but every single time I talk to a for sale by owner, you're so lovely, you're so truthful, but you're telling me everything that I want to know to be able to use against you when negotiating on behalf of my buyer. You can simply tell an agent or a buyer that you had great offers on the table, but they just didn't line up in terms of closing date, or the deposit wasn't there, or you didn't feel comfortable with the buyer's intent to close on your home. That's good enough. Don't go into detail and tell people what you had been offered, why the deal fell apart. It's none of anybody's business. And if you're trying to negotiate on your own behalf, you have to take care of your bottom line and keep your price and your motivation confidential in order to get the highest and best price possible, because otherwise I'm coming in and I'm coming to take it away at the lowest price possible because I know I can. I know your motivation, and now you've told me you've had crummy offers, so I'm going to serve you one that's quite like the other ones because I want to be able to snag a deal for my client. The third tip I'm going to give for you is not to reveal where you're going. Every time I'm in a house where a seller is home and they're showing it on their own or they're selling it on their own, my first question is, after I've asked for the house a little bit, my first question is always, so where are you going from here? And not genuinely concerned about where they're going, but I'm really concerned about what their timeline is. Have they bought something? And I don't have to ask it directly like that, but most sellers, because you're nervous, you're representing yourselves, you're not sure what to say, you're not sure what not to say, and you've never done this before, you fall for that trap every single time. And you'll say, well, we're going up to Muskoka, or we're going out to Richmond Hill, or we're going out to Pickering, and we've already bought a place. You don't want to tell a buyer or their agent that you've already bought a place. Same with that tip is when someone says, what kind of closing are you looking for? You don't want to say between October the 1st and October the 22nd, because right in there, I know that there's something going on in those dates, and it's probably that you've purchased. So I know that's your weak spot. So if I give you the closing date that you want, I might be able to exploit you on your price. I hate to say it in those terms, but this video is for those of you who are thinking genuinely that you can sell your home yourself. I'm giving you these 3 tips to ensure that you answer these 3 questions, which you will definitely be asked by realtors or buyers, and avoid them, or think about what you're going to say well in advance, have it scripted, practice it before prospective serious buyers come in the door and take advantage of you. And those are just 3 little tips I'm going to leave you with today. There are so many other do's and do nots, and mostly do nots. So if you're thinking about selling your home yourself, I'm going to tell you, for whatever you think you're saving on commission, your mouth, your actions, your behavior might actually cost you more than that. So these tips are just a tip of the iceberg. I'm happy to talk to you in depth about how to protect you, how to get your motivation protected, price protected, and where you're going protected, and really ensure that you get top dollar even in a market like this, because you think you're saving, and I'm telling you, I'm going to caution you that a lot of people in this type of a market are not winning when they're selling by themselves.